My name is Rod Van Blake. I'm the author of the Ancient Illumination series as well as Nyumbani Chronicles. Nyumbani Chronicles is my fantasy series. Nyumbani means home in Swahili. And we basically have a magus that tries to bring back his lost love by making a deal with an unscrupulous god. The god says he's going to return his love if he raises a remnant army for him in his name and builds his power base on planet. He does so. It causes a bunch of havoc. Sickness goes throughout the world. The lands, magic is corrupted. Inadvertently, he ends up waking up 3 elder dragons who have evolved so they can use magic to feed themselves. So when the magic is corrupted, it disturbs their sleep. And the comic that you guys printed for me, Genesis of a Chaos Master, basically there are 2 gods arguing over whose lightning is more powerful. And Olorun doesn't really care whose lightning is more powerful. He just wants them to shut up and stop arguing. So he takes a talent each of theirs and then learns about an unborn child, a life coming into the world. And foolishly, he takes these talents of power and imbues them into the unborn child. So the riddle is, what happens when you put the lightning of Oya and Shango into an unborn child? Will it become a tragedy where they're overwhelmed by these powers, or will they grow up, control these powers, and become the Chaos Master, aka the Maelstrom? I'm the writer of novels, and my comic books are based off of all of my literary work. So the happiest moments have come actually from interactions with the artists that I've worked with. Mainly both character creation and world building, when they've asked me questions about some of the characters and I've had to come up with answers for questions I've never asked myself. And some of those sessions have spawned possibly new stories because I didn't realize that those questions needed to be answered, and as me answering those questions, it ends up creating more things for me to create more worlds, more characters. It just kind of takes a life of its own, and that you don't get by yourself. Because it gives us new stories, for the same reason why I believe that novels that I write and other individual creators write, it gives us something fresh because it gives us other perspectives, it gives us other stories that other people didn't think of, instead of the same regurgitated stories we get over and over and over again. Reboots are cool when they're done well, but more often than not, it just either highlights why you really like the older thing, or in some ways, and for some people, they think it is disrespecting the older thing. So it's kind of a weird dichotomy. That's why I think individual indie stories are very important to be put out there, because you can come up with something new that someone hasn't done before instead of just giving us the same old, same old. I love Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, all that, but I want something new at the end of the day. And I think that's going to come from indie creators, because I think the big players are too risk averse. And they think if they try something too new that it'll throw off their fan bases, whereas an individual doesn't care about that. You just think of something really cool and you want to put it out there and you go about making that happen.
Bring your comics to life and bring your comics with Comics Will Spring.